Hare Krishna.
Jai Hare Krishna, Dana Pranams.
Dandavat, Dandavat.
And Praneshwari, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Vrindavaneshwari, hope everything is going well. Oh, no video. Yes, video. I hope everything is going well, Vrindavaneshwari.
Dandavat Pranams, everything pretty good here in Brazil.
Okay, super. All right, and it's late.
Hi, Praneshwari.
Jai Hare Krishna.
I love Praneshwari.
Of course.
I love you.
And here also Dana joined us. Dana, welcome.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We also hope everything is going well with you, Dana. As well as possible, at least.
It is now because I'm here with you guys.
Hare Krishna. And you would have been very happy to be in London just now. We had so many devotees. And Tungarasa Devirasi maybe is still in London. No, she's not. She's back in Norway, I believe. Where are you, Tungarasa? Norway. And probably can't speak. Okay, maybe you can't speak. Others are around you.
Dear
Right.
Maharaj, so you're not in London anymore?
No, we're back in Italy. We've been back here.
Okay, Villa Govinda. So let me change because I wrote West London.
Ah, yes, no, Villa Govinda. And from London, we've had an exodus. I mean, not an exodus, but five of us have come to Villa Govinda. And not on the same flights. So the devotees here have been going up and down to the airport to pick up people at the airport. But I told them, don't pick me up. I can happily come on the public transport. We know our way around Italy by now. But anyway, it's the kindness of the devotees that they want to come to collect one by one the Vaishnavas. So Sri Lekha Devirasi, Chintamani Devirasi, who may turn up on the Zoom, I do not know. She's here. And Munindra Mohan, Prabhu Kṛṣṇa Kanta, and myself all came. And yesterday from Ukraine came Nadia Priya, hard-working. You've met her many times, cooking regularly for all the devotees in Govinda land, which sometimes is many, and at the moment is something over 20. So it's not full house, but there are over 20 devotees there now. And she's come from Govinda land, and she's going to take shelter in Germany with her sister. But first, she's coming here to the temple at her first opportunity. So we are happy to have her here too. And I just got news that Achintya Kṛṣṇa Prabhu will also be coming back soon. In fact, I have a list of devotees coming, so we're going to have quite an active Vila Govinda ashram over the next few days, weeks. Yes, Leelamoy Prabhu, welcome also. Looking like it's day, but we know it is night. All right, let us begin. And Tungarasa Devirasi sent a little message. I'm still in London, going back tomorrow. Okay, excellent. Yes, she's got this week on holiday and then heading home. Okay, Tungarasa, look after everybody. I expect your festivals are continuing. All right, so with the arrival of each of you, with the arrival of Jivana in California and Indulekha Devidasi in Salt Lake City. I think she's in Salt Lake City now. Not sure, she's very movable. She moves around a lot with her work. And to Govinda Priya Devirasi, welcome. All right, let us begin because we need to begin. So first of all, as we do, Vandeham, Om Agyan, Panchakalpa, and Namo Mahavaranyaya. These like foundation prayers early in the morning or late in the evening. Okay, at the beginning of the program, I got it. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tan Sajivam Sarvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitangscha Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuran Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvije Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivas Adi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So welcome to you all and welcome to our Facebook gathering. And on Facebook we have Jagamohini Devidasi, Kelly Kadamba Devidasi, Nirupama right here, Nirupama here in Vila Govinda. And we have Mathura Basini Didi and Priya Bhakta Prabhu. So at least those devotees I know because they've all sent some messages. And to all of you on Facebook, on Zoom, and who are hearing the recorded message, we are with you live, whether it's recorded or not. All right, now on this side of the world, it is already Krishna Janmastami, and unusual for me. I mean, really, it's unusual for me because everybody in London knows we've been well fed, and everybody who comes to Vila Govinda knows that we get well fed in Vila Govinda. But this morning I woke up, had a shower, and then I was feeling positively hungry. So this is unusual. Then I thought, yes. Well, first of all, I don't have anything to snack on, even if I wanted to, because we don't do that, don't keep snacks. But second of all, so I wasn't actually tempted in that way. It was just the mood that, okay, now I'm hungry. Then I think, why am I hungry? Then I thought, yes, because today is Janmastami. And so in the background, we're going to have to fast. So whether it's the mind or whether it's something else, but it's true on actual fasting days and Ekadashi, maybe, but like today, Janmastami, we wake up and we're sort of thinking, oh, I'm hungry this morning. So anyway, it's a fasting day. And wherever we are, whatever we're doing, we should try to follow the essence of the fasting day. And in the ashram, we'll follow it properly. But we know when you're working, sometimes it's necessary to have a little fruit drink or some things. I wouldn't necessarily say, what do they call those drinks, which are like super, like food? I forget what they're called. There's a name in America, they call them something like
smoothies. Smoothies.
Maybe smoothie, yes.
Power smoothies.
Yeah, power smoothies with added vitamins and all sorts of things added in. I mean, that may be a little bit too much, but to take something to keep going in the day, that's wet, I mean, something liquid. But we should try to follow these days. I mean, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he in Sharanagati is writing that I carefully follow these days, special days of the Lord, such as the Ekadashis and Janmastami day, the fasting days. Ekadashi, one kind of fasting, but Janmastami, it's our longest fast in the whole year. Out of 365 days, or 364 days, yes. Then one day of a complete fast until midnight. Not impossible. But anyway, and it is in honor of the Lord's appearance. And other fasting days end either at the evening time after the sun goes down and the night has begun, such as Nrsimha Chaturasi, and such as Gaura Purnima, and other days are in the middle of the day, such as Ramachandra's appearance day and Radharani's appearance day. Trying to think of others. But anyhow, we do fast on these appearance days of Vishnu Tattva, but we are not fasting on the Vaishnava's appearance day, the Guru Vaga, etc. And this is the grace of Gurudev. And Gurudev, even it was 1 year in Navadip, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's appearance day, and one of the devotees saying, "No, I'm going to fast today," and for his appearance day. And Srila Gurudev, with his transcendental humor, said, "Bhaktivinoda Thakur will be upset with you. He'll be upset that you're not feasting on his appearance day." So okay, Gurudev giving another point of view. We are thinking of the devotee may think, "Oh, I will do something like austere for the appearance of Bhaktivinoda Thakur." And then Gurudev saying, "But Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he won't be happy. He won't be happy you're fasting." Hare Krishna. So this is the mood given by Gurudev, given by Guru Maharaj. Yes, Ramananda Prabhu giving us a wave. And nearby, Jivana Devidasi and Jayadev Prabhu, relatively nearby, and Chintamani Devidasi, oh, she's here with her mridanga and hat, just see. And Dayal Nitai Prabhu. Dayal Nitai Prabhu. Hare Krishna. And Jayadev Prabhu, yes, joined us. So Jayadev and Chintamani are both with us. All right, so can I invite you if there are any questions? There's a chat in the chat box. What's the chat saying? Oh, Dandavas from Vila Govinda kitchen. Chintamani. In the kitchen. Well, presumably preparing for offerings for Kṛṣṇa. Or cleaning. Yesterday she was a very busy kitchen and bee cleaning. And Shripad Dandi Maharaj joined us also. Shripad Dandi Maharaj, today let us ask Shripad Dandi Maharaj. He's the last to join, and so the first to speak. I'm not sure that that's always our philosophy, but anyway, Maharaj, we just gave a little introduction that here, in where you are too, and where we are, then it is already Kṛṣṇa Janmastami. Would you like to say a few words on this and or on anything that you'd like to share? You are in Mayapur, I believe. Okay, just making some adjustments in Mayapur. In a modern room in Mayapur, with a modern curtain and flat walls, smooth walls. And do you have mosquito nets on the window, Maharaj?
Oh, Dandavad, Maharaj, Dandavad, dear devotees. Yeah, no need 8th floor here. There's no mosquitoes. Yes.
Hey, that's pretty good.
They are below.
They're very
To
merciful.
hire.
They're very merciful mosquitoes, I have to say. Okay.
Yeah. That-
Yes, Maharaj. Would you like to start us off today? I know we're 15 minutes in, but we've been chatting away for 15 minutes with the devotees as they arrive.
So it's a great day, great holiday. This Janmashtami celebration. Now every day we celebrate Janmashtami, this wonderful day of appearance of Bhagavan Shri Krishna, our supreme personality of Godhead. Then Ishvara Parama Krishna Nanda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Lord Brahma said this Krishna is supreme cause of other cause, and no one is above the Krishna. So he is Swayam Bhagavan. Then how it can be that he is God? This actually mystery. He is eternal, Satchitananda. Then how can he birth? It's eternal. It means he exists forever. Forever in past, present, and future, he already exists. And how can he born like human? That's mystery. That's when the story starts. Yes, beautiful story about his lila. It's actually his Janma lila. He plays. It's his wonderful pastimes. He decided to descend from above. Then Lord has two reasons, always two reasons for descending. One is external reason and one is internal reason. He said in Bhagavad Gita, "Paritanaya Sunam, Pinashaya Dushkitam." Then external reason that so many demons like Kamsa, Jarasandha, Dantavakra, Kalayavana, they was fighting with his devotees like demigods, etc. And Bhumi Devi was praying to Lord Krishna for descending, and he descended to destroy this demoniac environment. But it's his external reason, and internal reason means real reason for his descending. He wants to give joy to his devotees. Actually, is real reason of appearance. But Lord, as a rule, Lord reaches all his goals simultaneously. So he descended for the pleasure of his devotees, and in the same time he destroyed all this demoniac environment. So, but we know our Lord as Bhakta Vatsala. He glades to be with his devotees, and actually it's a real reason of his lila, like his appearance, etc. Gokula, in Vrindavan. First he appeared in Mathura, but at the same time he also appeared in Vrindavan. Then Vasudeva took his little Krishna and he brought this little Krishna from Mathura to Gokula, and he saw that actually Gokula Krishna was already here. He was lying beside of Yashoda Devi. Yes, actually two Krishnas, was from Gokula Krishna and other Krishna from Mathura Krishna. And then Vasudeva put this Mathura Krishna with Gokula Krishna, and they joined together. So actually Krishna is one. Krishna is one, and other manifestations like in Mathura and Dwaraka, etc. So just manifestations of his original Lord, Bhagavan Swayam. And Bhagavan Swayam, Krishna in Gokula, is his most beloved devotees. lovers, friends, etc. So, and he also so many goals of his advent, his divine advent. Also, appearing, he gave opportunity to other souls to hear about him, to speak about him, for the spiritual good of all the souls in this world. So many reasons and so many aspects of his divine appearance today. And we can say actually that it's a Puja day, appearance of our spiritual master, Srila Gurudev, and also appearance of Kṛṣṇa, which is equal to Janmashtami also. This Acharya Mamijani Yan, actually, Lord presence in his great devotees. So, and to glorify devotees of the Lord is even more important than glorify the Lord himself. It's more important. But, and we cannot understand. We cannot actually even think about Krishna without his devotees. Without devotees of Krishna, there is no Lila. We say that it's actually one of the reasons Krishna descended to protect his devotees. Without devotees, no Lila. How can anyone enjoy life without family, etc., without friends, etc.? It's impossible. Same with Lord. This actually his devotees is main. His main interest is his devotees, to be with his love devotees. So this, I say some words about this Janmashtami. Thank you, Maharaj, for this opportunity to say a little about it.
Okay, I understand, talking to myself. Yes, Sri Krishna Janmashtami ki jai, and thank you very much, Maharaj. And I saw that Praneshwari made a research for the astronomical calculation of about Krishna's appearance. So this is in the 10th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam. This is here in the Krishna book. And for those who know astrology and astronomy, then Krishna appeared at like a particular time. In an astronomical treatise by the name of Karmanikya, the constellations at the time of the appearance of Lord Krishna are very nicely described. It is confirmed that the child born at that auspicious moment was the supreme Brahman, or the absolute truth. Vasudeva saw that wonderful child born as a baby with 4 hands, holding conch shell, club, disc, and lotus flower, decorated with the mark of Srivatsa, wearing the jeweled necklace of Kaustuva stone, dressed in yellow silk, appearing dazzling like a bright blackish cloud, wearing a helmet bedecked with the Vaidya stone, valuable bracelets, earrings, and similar other ornaments all over his body, and beautified by an abundance of hair on his head. Due to the extraordinary features of the child, Vasudeva was struck with wonder. How could a newly born child be so decorated? He therefore could understand that Lord Krishna had now appeared, and he became overpowered by the occasion. Hare Krishna. Well, an amazing appearance. And all of this astrology is also a reminder and an indicator that everything in the universe is perfectly arranged. And it's not just lumps of rock floating around by chance from a big bang, floating by chance in space. Not just lumps of rocks, but all of these, the planets, all of the stars, everything has got its influence. And all of that influence, the living entities, they take their birth and they are rotating within their karma in the perfect place according to that influence of the planetary systems, etc., upon everyone, upon everything. So anyone who does study astrology properly, then they can understand that it is a science and it's not just some make-believe of the stars in the sky. And a lot of people don't have a lot of faith in astrology because of reading the astrology. I don't know if they still have them, the astrology column on the Sunday newspaper. They'd have somebody writing, that, oh, if you are born as this month, then this is what's going to happen to you this week. It's a good week for, making arrangements for this or that. So many things like that, which, I mean, anybody can understand. That's probably not a very scientific or expert prediction when they're saying something flatly. Everybody born during this month, which if you divide 7.4 billion people by 12 months, that means you're going to have a lot of people doing the same with the same thing in that 1 month. However, real astrology is a science, and there are those extremely bright persons who studied it, and when challenged, then they say, I have studied it, you have not. And I think one was either Newton or Einstein. Srila Bhaktisariya Goswami Maharaj quotes. I think it was Newton or Einstein who studied astrology. And the scientific persons of the community said, you are a great scientist. Why are you going into this ethereal kind of talk? I have studied it, you have not. Hare Krishna.
Maharaj, we have a question in the chat, but before, please, my special petition is for you to read the second paragraph, just above what you were reading. The second paragraph is such a beautiful description.
Oh.
At that time, so beautiful.
The second paragraph above, the great sages and the demigods being
At
pleased.
that time, the second paragraph. At that time.
At that time, in all directions, east, west, south, north, everywhere, there was an atmosphere of peace and prosperity. There were auspicious stars visible in the sky and on the surface of the earth. Oh, okay. There were auspicious stars visible in the sky and on the surface of the earth in all towns and villages and pasturing grounds. And within the minds of everyone, there were signs of good fortune. The rivers were flowing full of waters, and lakes were beautifully decorated with lotus flowers. The forests were full with beautiful birds and peacocks. All the birds within the forests began to sing with sweet voices, and the peacocks began to dance along with their consorts. The wind blew very pleasantly, carrying the aroma of different flowers, and the sensation of bodily touch was very pleasing. At home, the brahmanas, who were accustomed to offering sacrifices in the fire, found their homes very pleasant for offerings. Due to disturbances created by the demoniac kings, the sacrificial fire had been almost stopped in the houses of Brahmanas. But now they could find the opportunity to start the fire peacefully. Being forbidden to offer sacrifices, the Brahmanas had been very much distressed in mind, intelligence, and activities. But just on the point of Krishna's appearance, automatically their minds became full of joy because they could hear transcendental vibrations in the sky, proclaiming the appearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The denizens of the Gandharva and Kinnara planets began to sing, and the denizens of Siddhaloka and the planets of the Charanas began to offer prayers in the service of the Personality of Godhead. In the heavenly planets, the angels and their wives, along with the Vidyadharas and their wives, began to dance. The great sages and the demigods, being pleased, began to shower flowers. At the seashore, there was the sound of mild waves. And above the sea, there were clouds in the sky, which began to thunder very pleasingly. When things were adjusted like this, Lord Vishnu, who is residing within the heart of every living entity, appeared in the darkness of night as the Supreme Personality of Godhead before Devaki, who appeared as one of the demigoddesses. The appearance of Lord Vishnu at that time could be compared to the rising of the full moon over the eastern horizon. The objection may be raised that since Lord Krishna appeared on the 8th day of the waning moon, there could be no rising of the full moon. In answer to this, it may be said that Lord Krishna appeared in the dynasty which is in the hierarchy of the moon. Therefore, although the moon was incomplete on that night, because of the Lord's appearance in the dynasty wherein the moon is himself the original person, the moon was in an overjoyous condition. So by the grace of Krishna, he could appear just like a full moon. And then, from there on is where we read just now, in an astronomical treatise by the name of Kṛṣṇa.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. The description is so beautiful, so beautiful.
Hare Krishna. And on that astronomy and astrology sign, in Brazil, in Campos de Jordão, we saw actually, not the first night, but after that, we did see many stars there and could guess some constellations. And actually on the phone, for free, there's an app where you point it in the sky and you can see the constellations wherever you are. It's very clever. And then in the Alps, just before going to London, that night we also saw, again, I mean, very clear constellations and the sky at night. And really, to get that vision of where we live, at least for a few seconds, we have to think, my goodness, you know, it is amazing where we live. And we generally close our eyes to everything which is beyond our, you know, immediate surrounding. But when we are in nature, then we're much more conscious of many things, conscious of the moon also. Always we get this example of the cooling rays of the moon. But I know myself that before coming to Krishna consciousness, not really thinking too much about the cooling rays of the moon, even though the moon was very pleasing. And I didn't think anything about the influence of the constellations. But those who are in a little bit aware of nature, then they are aware of these things. And here in the village Italy, this area, then the farmers do apparently, at least the traditional farmers do apparently sow their seeds in the fields at particular times according to the moon's cycles. So even though they don't have much other information, they are aware, or if you sow your seeds at a certain time in the cycle of the moon, then it will be get a much better crop. So even there, they have some, you can say, exploitation understanding about the influence of the moon. Anyway, today is going to be the appearance day of Lord Sri Kṛṣṇa. And it's a national holiday in India. And maybe in the course of time, it'll be a national holiday in other places of the world too. Maybe Thailand, I don't know if it's a holiday. Is it a holiday in Thailand, Paramananda Prabhu?
Maharaj, no, it's not a holiday, but there's a big Indian community and they're celebrating, no doubt about it.
But in Thailand, they do have quite a lot of holidays. Do they? Is Rama Chandra's appearance day or Buddha's appearance day?
Yes, Maharaj, definitely.
Okay. And good to see Manikanta with you. I hope you're not driving her to the airport or anything silly like that, are you?
He's going to the airport, yes.
Oh dear. Anyway, have a safe flight. Remember Kṛṣṇa. Kṛṣṇa wants you to come home. Are you going to come home willingly, or are you going to come home screaming and resisting?
Kicking and screaming.
Kicking and screaming.
That's my situation.
Hare Krishna. Govinda, Govinda. Kṛṣṇa wants you to come home, and you know Srila Gurudev wants you to come home. All right. Paramananda, while driving your car, would you like to share something with us? But please give first attention to the road.
Yes, Maharaj, my mind is fixed on the road. What can I say, Maharaj? It's a little bit difficult because I do have to focus on the driving, but it's inconceivable. You are just reading the astrological calculations. And even that, just think about this whole arrangement of the Lila, how Kṛṣṇa making it so sweet for us, because there's no necessity, but he makes it everything aprakrita, looking very much like our environment we got used to. So it's very easy for us to relate to reciprocate, but at the same time, they have nothing to do with mundanity. So all of that is just part of his absolutely sweet, beautiful Lila. Seems like he's a boy playing with the mother, then later on playing with his his boyfriends, the Gopas, then later Lila when he's with the Gopis, and then later he goes to the Mathura, and all of that is super sweet. And anyway, there's lots of to digest, and the traffic is getting more difficult, so it's a little bit difficult for me to focus.
Okay, Prabhu, please.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Please drive safely. And so I understand too, you're probably in Bangkok, going to the Bangkok airport. And Bangkok traffic can be a little crazy.
Yes, so there's a bit of a high-speed part of the tollway.
Uh-huh. Okay. And I know positively one time when I went to Thailand from India for some purpose, means, anyway, we always have some purpose. And I went to Thailand from India, and getting off the plane, it's only a 2-hour journey from Calcutta. It's a very short journey. It's like going to Delhi, but the other way is going to Bangkok. And then in Thailand, it's a completely different than Calcutta. In the way the society is running, the cars, the streets, no potholes in the roads, well, mainly, etc. And I remember that in Bangkok, they have these tuk-tuks, and when you get nearer your destination on the side roads, they use those motorcycle taxis. And my goodness, after like the relatively slow speed of Calcutta, when you go there, then you really do feel danger at every moment, because those tuk-tuks fly around like anything, very fast, and the motorcycle taxis going fast, straight down between the cars, and you think just one person has to just open the door without thinking, and then, oh my goodness, you don't want to think about that, but that's how they drive. And actually, I thought it was my karma that I was being frightened, because I think I may have frightened 1 or 2 other people by my driving in India sometimes. Well, only because India, if you know the nature of the road, you can drive a little fast. But anyway, I did take it as my karma, and I thought, okay, from now on, I'll try not to frighten anybody. Hare Krishna. Anyway, that's a side track, but we should try to, yes, not frighten anybody. Okay. Chintamani Devirasi Jayadev is one of the best astrologers I know. Okay, Jayadev Prabhu. And he knows about astrology, one of those who has studied it.
Dear Maharaj, just scroll a little bit more, just above that message, there is a question from Doyal Nitai.
Should we feel hopeful that one day we will enter into the Lord's abode? Or should we not feel that way? Well, there's a difference between feeling hopeful in the selfish sense and feeling hopeful in the sense of, I should be in my proper position. I shouldn't be always thinking of myself as the center and making the Lord my servant. I should try to be in my proper position. The proper position is we are servitors. And as servitors, if Krishna wants us to put us into Goloka Vrindavan, then that's fine. But we want to be in the proper position now, in the sense of we are praying for service. We want to be a servitor. And so in this world, when we have service, when we have connection, then that in itself is our aspiration. And that goes with us continually. So where we are placed when we go through the next door, which means when we're leaving this body and taken to the next body, etc., that's in the hand of our guardians. And if they want to take us there, that is fine. But we want to be connected in service. And naturally, it is the nature. We want to be at home, not always in trouble, in anxiety, in war, in all the things which take place. And this material world, it is that place of anxiety, of wars, of, everyone, did they forget COVID-19 so quickly? But, just a few days ago, it was COVID-19 and you can't even take a train unless you've been injected with the what is called the preventative, inoculated. You can't even take a train or do so many, you can't even go to the shop. So anyhow, here we are, we're in the world, it's not our home. So to want to go home is wonderful. But how that home will be, it's not necessarily, it is not a physical place. It's the place where we're under our guardians' guidance. So we're following our guardian. So now we should be trying to do this, be guided that way and not by our own selfish desires. We want to put those to the side, and we want to put the desires of Guru and Gauranga in the front. But there is some good news while we're debating. Do I actually want to, is this my, look, I want to go there, you know, kind of like I want to go to the Bahamas, or I want to go to here or there in this world. That mentality we don't want to have. But there is, while we're meditating on that, we can think that Mahaprabhu wants us to go there. So we'll try to fit into Mahaprabhu's desire. After all, Krishna came with his Leela, and Mahaprabhu came to recruit. So we'll try to follow the wish of the Lord and try to be good devotees. And where we are taken, that is it's up to them. But we don't want to have that like same idea of, okay, I want to go here, I want to go there, I want to get this, I want to go to Goloka, add it to my bucket list. It's another domain of mood. I'm not going there for myself. In fact, we can't go there for ourselves. We can only go there for Krishna. So we want to be healthy. We are diseased. We have Hrid Rogam, heart disease, and we want to be healthy. And where the healthy people live, the healthiest, they live in Goloka Vrindavan, and we are told that is our home. We've forgotten about our home. But for us, it is a joy to hear about Krishna's pastimes, Goloka Vrindavan, the pastimes of the Lord. And the Lord came first, Krishna came first to show his Leela. And then Mahaprabhu came to recruit for that Leela. So yes, we do have that ambition to be at home, but we don't want to have the mood that I want, instead of, living in a poor country, I want to live in Switzerland, and I'm going to go to Switzerland. So if I can get entry to Switzerland, then I'll be able to earn much money and have expensive house and car and all these things. It's not that style of wanting. Excuse me. But we want to be das anudas anudas, the servant of the servant of the servant, and be situated in the right place. And that right place is being in the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant, to be recruited there, to be allowed to have service there. Hare Krishna.
So Maharaj, in this case, is it safe to hope or to aspire to be where Srila Gurudev needs us to be? Not to think of Goloka, not to think of those very, very high places, but wherever Gurudev needs us to be. That will that be safe to wish or to hope?
Yes. As we sing in Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's songs, and Srilochan Das Thakur's songs, Narottam Das Thakur's songs, we pray for service. And if it is the Lord's will I be born again, then let it be in the home of your devotees. Yes, we are here in this world, and some of our friends have already gone. Many of our friends have already gone forwards, gone onwards, and where they are posted to the next life, that is up to the Lord, coming through Guru, coming through Gauranga. And where we are now in this life is also by the grace of Guru and Gauranga. But now is our time to use our free will properly, to try to be sincere and solve the whole disease problem in this lifetime. The analogy of the disease, the analogy of the criminal. We don't want to be always a criminal. We don't want to be always diseased. We want to solve everything now. And we've all been given some chance to serve. Everyone here has been given the chance to serve the holy name. And we can say, at least we've been given this chance to serve the holy name. But that's not a least thing. It is the very necessity of Kali Yuga. We were reading now from the Kṛṣṇa books, and there was a description of how the Brahmanas, they were doing the fire yajna. They were accustomed. Every day they will be making offerings into the fire. But you see, that was the previous age. But what is the Yuga Dharma for Kali Yuga? It's the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. It's not that we've been told by our masters to get up in the morning and then to set up the sacrificial fire, collect the ingredients, set everything facing that direction, say these mantras this way, these mantras this way, and everything that we see done in a ritualistic way for the second initiation of the men, for the sannyas initiation, for the marriages, for the beginning, the beginning of a temple, etc. We see these fire yajnas done today. But it's not the age when we are to do the fire yajnas or to do the gorgeous deity worship with so many opulent items, or to sit and meditate. These kind of activities are not the central theme for Kali Yuga. The central theme is the holy name. And we've been given the savor of the holy name by Sri Guru. And this is our connection to the upper world. We will take shelter of that holy name. And everywhere we see that what is in the holy name, everything is so amazing. But what is in the holy name? It is the connection of savor. And without the serving spirit, Srila Guru Maharaj says, it is like shooting blanks. Shooting a gun with a blank bullet just makes a sound but has no potency within. So savor is what we want, and we want that savor now. We've somehow prayed for it by causeless grace. We've received it. Now we shall try to render that service, and then where that savor takes us, that is indeed by the grace of Guru and the Vaishnava, Guru Vaishnava Gauranga, by the Lord's grace.
Yeah.
But to read, to hear, to be in the congregational chanting of Krishna's pastimes, this is part of our service, to hear about the Lord's pastimes, to remember them, to tell them. And Chaitanya Charitamrita, we are reading every day also. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita, all those pastimes with Krishna, with Mahaprabhu and his devotees, the devotees in Puri, it's all our nourishment. But we're almost a little audacious to think, oh, but my next lifetime, I want to be part of those. I want to be one of those who are associating directly with Mahaprabhu. Rather, now we have that connection by being in the association of Mahaprabhu through being in the Sankirtan movement of the Lord. And by the way, today is Krishna Janmashtami, and on this day, Srila Gurudev would have the devotees, yes, reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, these parts, but also reading of Mahaprabhu's appearance and reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita on this day. We'd read the section about Mahaprabhu's appearance. So that also makes a point about how we've got the appearance of Krishna, but we've got the appearance of Krishna as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to give us proper entrance, if you like, proper appreciation, and if we are very fortunate, entrance into that Leela of Krishna. And as Guru Maharaj gives an original example, that if we give our attention and energy to the service of Mahaprabhu, we'll find that that is deposited within the Vrindavan account automatically. And he gives the example, if you deposit money in the bank in Navadip, in one place, you can withdraw that. That's credited to the account in another place. So you can go to Vrindavan, and there in Vrindavan, that deposit is manifested. Something like that. So today is Krishna Janmashtami, but we will also give attention to Gauranga's appearance, because this is so closely linked, and the purpose of Krishna's appearance is to show his Leela. The purpose of Mahaprabhu's appearance is to give access to that Leela. Hare Krishna. And Krishna Mohini Didi joined us, Nityananda Ram Prabhu joined us, Rasananda Prabhu joined us, and Seva Rupa Devidasi in Mexico also has joined us today. And I know that because they're all sending obeisances and good wishes to all of the devotees. So we appreciate that. Hare Krishna. And Nityananda Ram is sending hugs too. You can see on a postage stamp icon, he's sending hugs. Hare Krishna.
And Maharaj, our dear Jivana Didi is here, and I'm sure she can give us just like the cherry on top.
Indeed. Jivana Devidasi, please.
Oops. Well, on this super auspicious day, my Dandavat pranams to all of you beautiful devotees. That is like the most wonderful thing in life, unbelievable. And to hear all these wonderful pastimes and pointers is really beautiful. Maharaj, what you said about Mahaprabhu, that's right. I hadn't heard that before about reading Mahaprabhu's appearance also on Janmashtami. It sounds so beautiful. That's what we did for Lord Balaram, to read about Lord Nityananda. So it makes sense. And so I'm just going to read really quick because I know we're at the end, but very quickly on Sundays, we've been reading the Golden Volcano, and we're on the one, the Najanam Nasundarim, where Mahaprabhu says that he doesn't care for wealth, women, pratishta, or being able to be a great poet. His only prayer is for causeless devotional service, birth after birth. And that's just exactly what I was thinking of when you were speaking also, because he just says, "O Lord of the universe, I only pray for spontaneous devotion to you without motive for any reward. I want a natural serving attitude." So that question was really beautiful by Nitai anyway, that he asked, what should we aspire for? Should we aspire to be in these pastimes? And so much came out from that question in so many different directions. But it was really pointing me to this, that we were just reading on Sunday, this 4th verse from the Shikshastakam from Mahaprabhu, that really what we want is a natural serving attitude. And I thought that would be, that is so beautiful. That is so perfect. I would really want that someday. And otherwise, and just everything that everybody was saying was very beautiful. I liked how Dandi Maharaj brought up about the different things that Krishna brings with his Leela, how he brings this Leela to please his devotees, and how the important thing in the Leela, there's the Leela, which is so beautiful, and we hear it, and it's so wonderful. I read in Krishna book at one point that Prabhupada said that these pastimes, this was the pastime where Krishna defeated Jarasandha 17 times, people. And then Jarasandha came back for number 18, and Krishna just said, forget it. He and Balaram went running up on a giant mountain, and then they ended up jumping off that mountain. And at the bottom, Prabhupada says, we can see these pastimes of Krishna are so entertaining. I mean, I don't know if that was the translation or if that's actually what it was, but I think the point was that sometimes these pastimes are charming for us to hear. And Dundee Maharaj also made that really good point that in hearing the pastimes is very, very beautiful, the Krishna glorification, but even more glorifying than Krishna is to glorify the devotees. So that was really very beautiful. So many things, Maharaj, so many things. You're very kind to give us this opportunity to share.
Happily. And yes, indeed, Srila Maharaj's point about the focus on the devotees, always this is going to be our safe place. We're not we dream a little bit, but we're practical. And practical means that we will follow what we understand to be the devotees' guidance, and the devotees, so much they've given us right now with Srila, especially with Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Their message, their everything, their guidance coming through Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada. So we have a wonderful opportunity, and with all these books, with everything that we have, now you see all of us can read from Chaitanya Charitamrita directly, from Srimad Bhagavatam directly. We can read Golden Volcano directly, the words of our masters. And today also we can read Brahma Samhita. Brahma Samhita is when Mahaprabhu received Brahma Samhita, when he came across this in that beautiful temple in South India, the Adi Devika temple. Is that right? Anyhow, beautiful temple in South India. He came across that Brahma Samhita. And then Gurudev describes Mahaprabhu's feelings when he got that 5th chapter. He said, all we need is this chapter. This is my teaching. This is my teaching in summary in this 5th chapter. And when he brought that back to Jagannath Puri, all the devotees eagerly copied it. Not on USB sticks, they had to write it out verse by verse. So the devotees all copied those verses and treasured that Brahma Samhita. And Brahma Samhita is helping us to understand who is Krishna. Wonderful Krishna. Wonderful Krishna. From wonderful, sweet, charming Krishna, then so much takes place. From the amazing atom to the amazing universe, and more amazing, millions of universes and the infinite spiritual world. Mind-blowing. Frog in the well, frog exploding thinking. And all coming from sweet Krishna. So we all have access to Brahma Samhita, to Srimad Bhagavatam, to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So today let us try our best, and try your best I could say try your best to actually properly fast for today, if it's at all possible. I know some really can't, but if we can, but with some liquid, Gurudev would give lembu pani, lemon water, sweetened lemon water in the middle of the day, but with real lemons, not with, fake chemicals or something in a bottle, but with real lemons. And this way, the kind of the stomach is kept a little clean, and you've got some energy, some liquid coming into the body. Adi Keshava Puramal Temple. Adi Keshava Temple. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sevarupari. Yes, appreciate it. All right, so Krishna Janmastami, wishing everybody a wonderful day, and all over, from the far east to the far west, everywhere, and receiving wonderful messages from devotees all over the world, from the far east to the far west, and the more than far west, from Hawaii also. So like all over the world, Krishna, Gurudev always very happy to say that I have devotees from North Pole to South Pole. So we're very happy to hear from Gurudev's family from North Pole to South Pole. And this Janmashtami, of course, is one of those times when we can all remember each other, know we are part of a sweet and big family all over the world. And may we pray for the grace of all of the Vaishnavas that we can all get strength from each other to make this life successful despite all the craziness of Kali Yuga, to focus on the treasure of Mahaprabhu, which is Krishna consciousness. Jai. So with appreciation to all of you with us on Facebook, on Zoom, and in the recorded version, and with our big jais to Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj, to Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj, to Srila Prabhupada, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and to our whole Sri Rupanuga Guru Vaga Ki Jai, to all the present day Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Acharya Brinda Ki Jai, to all the assembled devotees Ki Jai, and to all the unlimited Vaishnavas everywhere Ki Jai. And to Sripad, to Sri Jivana Devidasi, our senior most devotee here with us, I believe. Ki Jai, and to Sripad Dandi Maharaj, to Sripad Paramananda Prabhu, and to all of you exalted souls who have taken to Krishna consciousness, and to Jagamohini Devidasi, and to our senior devotees, Krishna Mohini Didi, our senior devotees on the Facebook, Seva Rupa of Mexico, also senior devotee. As Chaitanya Moy said in Brazil, she said, I always thought I always feel that I'm junior, I'm a newcomer, but now when we look around, now I understand. I'm getting older. I'm becoming one of the older section of devotees. So such is the speed of time in this world. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Dandavat pranam to you all.
Maharaj ki jai.
Wishing you all a special day and a special life. Nitai Gaura Premanandi, Hari Hari Bom. Ami Aschi.
Those are blessings for all of us. Thank you so much, Maharaj. So very special. Have a wonderful celebration, a wonderful time for those who are ahead, like Dani Maharaj. He is already in Janmashtami. We are going there. We are so tiny that we are behind. The advanced devotees are really actually advanced. Jai Hare Krishna. Happy Janmashtami. Dhanava pranams, Maharaj.